I didn't know it would lock as soon as I came out. No. I didn't know it would lock as soon as I.
Yeah. Hey, April, this is Luann from City of Las Vegas. Is Wayne in? Can-
I'm sorry, who is that again? Sorry.
Luann Holmes, City Clerk for City of Las Vegas.
Hang on.
Thanks. You wanna go get Brian? We'll get his
Let's
call
go.
after, yeah.
Sorry to miss you.
Not at all, not at all. We'll find out. Good question.
He's not answering, I know he's about to be in a meeting, is there something I might, can help you with taking on?
It is a question. We have a candidate that, you're on speakerphone.
Okay.
That is filing for mayor, and he's brought in his own declaration of candidacy because he's found some errors in the state form that we use. So this is a new circumstance for us. I've never had somebody bring in their own. What do we need to do with this form? Does it need to be approved by Wayne? Does it need to go through some sort of?
Well, that's probably definitely a question for him, but what did he point out that was wrong? And I'm not sure what form you guys are using, to be honest with you. Are you want an old one of ours or a new one?
It's the one, on the bottom left, it says prescribed by the Secretary of State, NRS 293.1725, elections 102, and it's the same one we
What's
used
the year?
for, it looks like it says 08-07.
Well, that's a really old one.
Perhaps, but it's the same one that we have sent up for approval, prior approval, before we put our filing packets together.
And it was approved.
Yeah, Wayne looked at all of
I
them.
can see it, he is, with your, he's there right now?
Yes,
Joanna?
yes.
Yes, I'm
No, I'm here. Can you scan a copy of that to us, and then I'll try to find, Wayne?
Sure. That's okay with you?
Oh, absolutely.
And let me have you scan it, send it to NV-elect
All right,
at sos.nv.gov. I'll look at it in the meantime, then try to locate him. So, is this gentleman, can he hang around for a little bit?
Yes, I don't know how long you're open.
It won't be too long. I'll take a look at it. I'll compare it with our current one. And you can point out, the errors that you found on it.
Well,
Can you do that? Go ahead.
the errors, how would I say, there are actually multi-level errors exist,
Okay.
possibly 21. I would rather just give my own drafted declaration, and if somebody wants to challenge that at a later date, I'd be fine with that. For the purposes of the day, I would just like to drop it off, have it taken in by the city clerk, and then we could go from there.
Okay,
Because-
then that's probably fine because we're ministerial. We accept
Okay.
the filing and they can let you know, if it's okay, not okay.
Absolutely.
File another one, that would probably be fine.
Okay, and the main thing here is, it would probably be for a federal judge to decide if I'm correct or incorrect on this.
Yeah, well, I know Wayne will be certainly curious to see what errors you have found.
Okay.
And we'll need to look at ours and see what's going on.
All right, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm just here to declare my candidacy and go
Correct.
from there.
That's right, that's fine.
And I hate to provide an inconvenience or anything to anybody, I know this is different.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I know this is different from the other forms that the city offers.
Well, it would be if it's your own form, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
and your name was April?
I'm April, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
we will scan it and send it up to NV-elect,
And
and,
accept his filing, I mean, that's what we do. And if there's a problem with it, I'm sure you'll have to call him back or get us all his contact information. What's the deadline?
Friday.
The filing deadline?
Friday. Mhm.
Oh, okay, so that'll give us enough time to look at it, wait till
All right, sounds good.
Okay, you're gonna send me a scan a copy and send that to me?
We are. Thank
Okay,
you.
sounds good.
Okay,
Let me get your phone number, Lynn. It's 702-281-7158.
that's my cell, yeah. My office is 702-229-2456.
And you are on your cell or you're at the office? Obviously, you're on your cell right now. but-
Right, because we're filing in a different room in my office, so.
Oh, I see. Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty, thanks, April.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, this is Brian Scott.
I'm the assistant city attorney. How are you? I think we have.
So I just said this was an unusual circumstance and we called the Secretary of State to give
Okay.
their opinion. This is the form, all of our forms have to be approved with the Secretary of State.
Right.
We put our packets together.
Okay.
So we sent all these forms up, it's the same form we've used for, I don't know, like 9 elections.
Okay.
But Mr. Moore wanted to create his own, he said he
Okay.
found some errors in that.
Okay.
So we called Secretary of State just to see if it was acceptable.
Now, I'm assuming you'll have to fill this form out and you can attach this as an attachment to this form?
I don't know.
I think you'll need to,
No, she said that this could be accepted and reviewed by.
And then if Wayne thinks it's a problem, Wayne Thorley,
right?
then we can call him and have him.
Is everything in this form from here? All the language from here, is it in here too?
I don't know.
Well, the language is declared under the Constitution or.
No, why can't you fill this one out and fill this one out and send them both out? Because then it won't just save you some time, so if they reject this
I
one.
like this one over this.
But if they reject this one, then you have to come back and fill this
Well,
one
then
out.
I'll fill that one out under duress.
Okay, seems like a waste of time, but
Well,
go ahead and
no,
do what the Secretary of State says and just go ahead
Yeah,
and.
and I'm not,
Okay.
and forgive me if I make this inconvenient,
Okay.
really, that's not my.
I mean, it just seems like you can just use this as an attachment, and if he rejects that one, at least you already have this one filled out.
I'll come back.
Okay. So I just want,
Or I could.
so that's okay with you, I mean, we're gonna collect $100.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, yep, go ahead and do that,
Okay.
that's fine, that's fine.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
And then if, I'm assuming they're gonna get an answer back before Friday. Are you
She
open Friday?
said, yeah, but she
Okay.
said hopefully today that they'd go chase,
Okay.
we'd scan this, send it up right
Okay,
now,
great.
and they'd go sit down. So were you able to look at any of the other forms you're gonna be signing? Code of Fair
Some
Campaign
them. I was
Practices?
given a packet a few days ago.
Okay, these are just acknowledgements.
Okay. I can look at- Would you like to give me a
this-
copy I can take with
yeah.
me, or
Well, this would be one that you would actually sign
this I'm declining.
stating that, okay,
And it's for the same reasons I'm not signing
that there's errors in it,
that. What I perceive as errors.
okay?
And also, there's some First Amendment restrictions on here that I just can't stipulate to on this.
Okay.
It doesn't mean I'm gonna engage in any of this activity here, I find the restrictions here to be against the First Amendment. I can't talk about certain subjects based on this.
All right, so we will
Okay.
put that aside, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
That is, okay, so this is, this document says that you will file your campaign and expense reports, which is standard. The second 2 pages are from the Secretary of State. This is how you do it with Aurora. The first page is acknowledging that you have these 4 due dates. So this is the other thing you sign, and then the last thing that you actually sign would be the acknowledgement that you have to file an annual financial disclosure as a candidate, and yours is due by February 11th.
Okay. And financial disclosure as far as campaign finance?
These are your campaigns, your financial disclosures, it's actually described all in here, we're gonna give you a quote from the Secretary of State, but anything that has to do with,
And I could take
your
this and
banking.
review this, correct? Or do you need this today?
We normally take it today, would you like to, you could actually.
I still need to check his ID.
Yeah, okay, so we need your ID, and we'll $100, and will you do me a favor and scan that real fast and send that to them while we're in this?
Do you need me?
No, I think we're good.
Do they already have a copy of this as well, so they can compare them?
Yeah, you can give them this to them. They should, because they
I
have.
just make sure that this is the regular form, that's his form. Okay, okay, great.
Thanks,
Nice to see you.
Brian.
Okay, good luck, take care.
Thank you, okay.
Okay. Thank you. Then I'll just tell you what I do. Too many pockets. That's not it, that's not it. Oh, you know what? I did This is from the city of Las Vegas, and
Okay.
this is their website. Here's the address.
That's a quick action.
So this is your resident address.
Well, that's is my actual address as opposed to the surrounding address. And I know that's
What is this?
That is-
Oh, there's your permit, for
Well,
busker's
it's,
permit?
It's called a permit, but it's, the federal government's just ruled an investigation with something else.
Oh,
So we're gonna use that as a declaration. And that's probably where, somebody might take it to court or not.
let's see.
Should've came in earlier so you get out of here.
No, we are good, we are absolutely good. So, a valid driver's license or identification card issued by a government that contains your photo ID and the candidate's address, or a current utility bill, bank statement, paycheck, or document issued by a government entity, including a check, which indicates the candidate's name and residential address. I wonder if this will work.
This is the document, we actually have an argument that the city owes us minimum wage for our time on Fremont Street. And that's been appealed to Washington DC.
Hmm.
So, if you can't take this one, we can pull up the information on the business licensing division and it can confirm that information.
That's a good, okay, so we'll see how we go from that.
This address is no longer, and the big problem with DMV is they give you an 8-year driver's license.
I know.
So I don't know how they get a line in 8 years. I'm not old, but I'm not young anymore.
Let's see.
Come to Mr. Scott.
Yeah, Brian Scott.
Been there a couple of times.
All right.
How do we do this? We do this now, or I send this to the secretary?
You're gonna actually file with Secretary of State.
Okay.
That letter is just acknowledging that I'm giving you the instructions
Oh,
and
okay.
that I'm making you work, but don't sign anything quite yet. Let me start. Make sure I'm just gonna call Phil. I suppose if he has any problems.